Half a day, welcome back to the Boka Box. We are doing today's segment on the hot spot, and you guys may be wondering why I have all this alcohol here. Well, first reason is I went to the bottle shack and I loaded up for my holiday season. But also, we're going to be talking about nutrient recovery for hangovers. And I know we're going to party this holiday season. I'm going to party. I know you guys are going to party. And it's good that we're going to go out and have fun. But too much fun often leads to regret. And I'm talking about strictly hangovers and nothing else. So we'll talk about hangovers today and some tips that I can give you guys that will help you to bounce back from having a hangover, right? So, one of the things that we like to talk about when it comes to hangovers is everybody has their different hangover remedies. I know when I was growing up, my cousins and I and my uncles, we used to drink at my grandma's house. And my grandma always made us eggs at the end of the night. It was kind of like wet, runny eggs with eggs and rice and a little bit of soy sauce. And I never really understood why she always made us eggs. I don't even think she understood what it was doing for us. But it helped with us feeling good the next morning because we had to wake up early and go fishing. But there's something to eggs that helps with hangovers, and I'll get to that. But whatever it is, whatever your hangover remedy is, I'm going to go over some of the things that you should be doing and why you should be doing it when we have a fun night of drinking and partying with our family and friends. Now, let's talk about the reason why we get hungover. The main reason is alcohol is basically a poison, right? What it does in our body is it depletes our body of water, and it rids our body of vitamins and nutrients, especially vitamin B. And so once that's all gone, that leaves us feeling like crap. Because we're dehydrated, more than likely, it's not just because of the alcohol that we're drinking, but the dehydration that comes with that is why we get headaches. There's certain byproducts in the alcohol itself that cause our stomach to get inflamed and cause us to throw up and just feel nauseated and so forth, right? Basically, when you drink alcohol, it's a poison and the body kind of turns on itself. So we need to figure out, okay, what can we do that will help us start to recover and bounce back the next day without spending all day in bed and having a lazy day and just wasting a whole Sunday or wasting a whole Saturday when we can be up doing things with the family or having fun or whatever it is, right? So here's some things to do that will help you to, one, not only have a hangover, but also to recover even if you do have a all night of drinking. Now, the first thing, and this is kind of mind-blowing, but the first way to not have a hangover is to not drink alcohol. Right? But that doesn't work with me, and I know it's not going to work with you. I'm going to have fun. So one of the things that you should be doing is planning ahead. Right? We need to plan ahead. We know we're going to drink. Never drink on an empty stomach. There's some research that has been shown that drinking on an empty stomach actually increases the likelihood that you're going to get hungover and increases the symptoms of a hangover. Whereas when you eat before you start drinking, look at eating fattier foods, but also foods that are high in fiber. So, of course, we're going to eat like whole grain wheat products. We're going to eat proteins. We're going to eat our vegetables. Always got to eat your vegetables. But we're going to look at things that can help our body kind of absorb the alcohol as it's being broken down and kind of slow down the breakdown of alcohol so that we don't really get hungover the next day. Right? But here are some tips to help prevent a hangover. Some of the things that I do, and then we'll get into the foods that are good for us. I always like to drink water in between every drink or two. And this just makes sure that my body stays hydrated and I'm not peeing all the time, because alcohol is a diuretic. So you're going to pee, you're going to lose water, but make sure you're well hydrated. I like to eat foods that are a little bit saltier before I head out, just so that my body retains some of that water. And always, I know this is a hard one, but drink in moderation. Know your limit. And I know we're going to be having fun and our, balance goes out the window, but try to keep in mind that, you need to always drink in moderation. Now, when we start thinking about foods that we can eat, right? The last thing you want to do, and I know this is a go-to for many of you out there, even for me sometimes, right, is we want to skip the greasy fast foods. Now, it sounds good to us at the time, but it does more harm than good. Our body is already inflamed and it's already turning on itself because we've had a night of drinking, and our body is trying to recover. But as we eat greasy fast food and food that's not good for us, we're just slowing down that recovery process. So try and skip all the bad, unhealthy, greasy fast foods. All the comfort foods that you think would be good for you, try to skip that. Instead, load up on foods that are loaded with vitamins and minerals, things that will replenish the vitamins and minerals that are lost, replenish the water that's lost, and that'll help our body to recover. That's things like basic eating healthy. Like we're going to eat good protein. We're going to eat whole grain products with lots of fiber. We're going to eat. I know you're not going to want to eat vegetables when you're drunk, but if you can, eat fruits or vegetables that contain lots of water, just so that we're putting more water into our body. And that's things like oranges. You can eat melons, strawberries. I don't know if you want to eat celery. Actually, celery would be a good one. Eating celery and carrot sticks and stuff like that while you're drinking some beer. But also eat lots of fruits because it just adds water to your body. And going back to one of the foods that I was eating, that my grandmother always gave us, was eggs. Eggs has been shown to be a good way, there's no real cure for hangovers, but a good way for you to bounce back from a hangover, because eggs have amino acids in them that kind of counteract the breakdown of a chemical byproduct, right? That alcohol gives us. The eggs provide us with vitamins and minerals that our body is lacking. It's easy on the stomach, so it's not going to get us very inflamed, and it's going to help us bounce back. And that was one thing that I don't think my grandmother really knew, but eggs actually really do help you to not only prevent, but also to recover from a hangover. One of the things I forgot to mention is when you're drinking, look for clear liquids rather than dark liquids, because it contains something in it that anything that is dark, try to stay away from. But always remember, eat healthy. But if you're going to drink responsibly. Never, ever, ever drink and drive, and always try to hydrate as much as possible. This is Jess from the Boka Box. Thank you for joining me on the Hotspot. See you guys next week.